How do you keep your customers coming back without having to discount? I'm Dean from the Workshop Whisperer. This is the original Workshop Whisperer herself, Rachael Evans, and welcome to today's episode of Talking Shop. Rach, tell us, how should an auto repair shop owner keep their customers coming back without having to do the thing we say never to do? Drop your prices.
Well, there's actually a handful of things that you'd want to work your way through to make sure that you are always putting your best foot forward when it comes to making sure your customers return. One of those is ensuring you have the very best people at your service desk. So that's your service advisor, your service manager, might even be yourself, depending on where you're at in the business journey. Once you've ticked that off, or you've at least got the training mechanisms in place for those people so that you can eventually tick that off, you want to look at the actual what and how of what they're doing. And the number one way to ensure that your customers come back is to be delivering service and value at such a level that it's not even a question for them of, should I go somewhere else? And the best way to do that is to be the most convenient option and to under-promise and over-deliver.
People buy on experience. We think people buy on price, but they buy on experience. Think about the cheapest place you've ever been for dinner, right? It might have made great sense there, but if the staff were rude, if the temperature, if you were too cold or too hot or it was too noisy, you don't go back there again. The experience you build around the thing they get is way more important than how much you charge to do that.
That's right. And there are going to be people that are pressure tested at all different price points that come to your business. And what you're looking for is the 80% of your customer base that will pay your price based on knowing you are giving them the best of your experience, the best of your knowledge, the best of your workmanship. You're putting the most into your tooling and the education of your technicians, and that what they're paying you in exchange for that is fair.
Yeah. Think more about what does your customer see, what do they hear, and what do they feel when they come to see you, not how much is the price. That is competing. If you're competing on price alone, we say this all the time. If you're competing on price alone, it's a race to the bottom, and that is a race you do not want to win. So think about the experience you're creating for them. How easy are you to deal with? How easy is it for them to communicate with you? How easy is it at pickup, at drop off and pickup? How easy is it to rebook? Basically, build the relationship like you would a relationship. Make it not so much a highlight. It doesn't have to be the best part of their week, but certainly do everything you can to ensure they're not dreading the experience, because they won't come back.
And there will be demographics inside your demographics as well, where coming to you for a service or repair is one of the most logistically difficult things they could do in their week. Think of a mum with kids who's also got to do school drop-off or pick-up. Think of the one-car family that's got to coordinate all of that. Think of what an ordinary level of service is that they might be able to get at one of your competitors or at a dealership, and then ask yourself the questions. Well, how do we deliver an extraordinary service for that particular type of customer? Because where you've got one that you can identify, there's usually a whole bunch more in your customer database that you could probably serve at the same level with great results.
Yeah. So stop thinking, what's the price they get? Start thinking, what's the experience I can give them? That'll keep your customers coming back without ever needing to discount. We'll see you on the next episode of Talking Shop.
See you then.